words will mess up your aesthetics of your speech. So you should avoid this. So, fellow Toastmasters, today I, as an accounter, will track this, and at the end of the session, I will present the report so that you speakers try to understand which are these creepy words that is spoiling your speech. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmasters, today. Hope I was not loquacious. Yeah.
Please give a big round of applause. We have another role player who is the general evaluator. Toastmaster Nayan Thomas is our founder member and with the club for the past 16 years. Toastmaster Nayan, I have a question for you. The question is, you're driving home on a rainy day and you hit a beggar on the way. Would you stop the car or would you get away? Over to you.
General evaluator, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, general evaluator, fellow Toastmasters. Sorry, okay, start again. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters. I am the general evaluator today. And the question asked is, if I hit while driving a beggar, will I stop? Definitely, with my track record and integrity, I will definitely stop, see how far he is injured, pick him up, take him to the hospital, and whatever required, I'll do it. But I don't know how the question is valid, because first of all, when you hit, you don't know whether he's a beggar. He could be anybody else. So in that case, probably he might have just jumped across the vehicle deliberately for a suicidal attempt. So the question is, anyway, a presupposition that, and specifically to me, because I can thank you for understanding that you think that even if I drive after a couple of drinks, I can still identify a beggar. Well,
Thank you.
The role I've taken is the general evaluator, and the general evaluator is to observe the proceedings of the meeting right from the beginning and conduct the session of the evaluation, and at the end come up with all the comments, whether it is positive or negative, and creative ideas for the improvement of the meeting. And while I'm on this, I noticed that you speak about corruption right in the first instant, and I would encourage you to highlight on ethical corruption and ethical wrongdoing. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nayan. Please give him a big round of applause. we get into prepare speeches segment, before that, we have two guests. So I would love to hear from them. Three. Yeah. Okay, please, from here. You can stand, you can stay there. Yes, please. Briefly.
Actually, this is my second visit. 3 weeks back, I have come here myself Domi. I've been working here 19 years in Oman, especially. It's a loyalty market pharmacy. It's a pharmacist plus marketing executive. When I came here last day, in between 2 weeks, I couldn't come over here. Sorry. Oh, just for sorry for the one. In between 2 weeks, I couldn't come over here. Even my first visit, I've gotten such a brilliant day in my life in that day. So I couldn't forget. So I thought I'll be remains for the next meetings and all. But in future, I'll try to keep in the right time. Thanks to all.
Thank you. Let's give him.
Welcome, Captain.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Yeah, it is my second session. Actually, I also attended 2 weeks back. I mean, the session number 775. Then last week I could not make out. Again, yeah, my name is Sumesh. So quite new members. I'm here in Oman from 2004 onwards. But yeah, I joined just the previous session only. So I'm looking forward to join as a member.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Toastmaster of the day and fellow Toastmasters. I joined Kimchi Toastmasters in 2007. Later, I was the founder member of Elite Toastmasters. Currently, I'm the secretary of Kamban Tamil Toastmasters. I didn't come for a long time, and I hope I will continue to come. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Oh, yes.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Dhaval, and I'm a chartered accountant, and I'm not that much loquacious. I'm not that much talkative, but after joining Toastmaster, definitely I will be. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please give a big round of applause to all the guests. So now let's get into the prepare speeches segment. To evaluate the first speaker, we have a banker. And with a big round of applause, let's invite Toastmaster Karthik Subramaniam. Toastmaster Karthik, I have a question.
Money from bank, is it right or wrong?
If you loot a bank, is it right or wrong? I'm joking. You have a friend who's very humorous, but at times he makes fun of even people who are disabled or deformities. So do you correct him or do you laugh a lot of it? So do you?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Definitely, I'll correct it because humor is something like walking on a thin layer of ice. So you need to know your limits. You should not cross this. So definitely, I will correct. So there is no doubt to that. Today, been evaluator for Toastmaster Harsha. Toastmaster Harsha, before he comes, can we have a round of applause? I'll tell you the reason why. Can I have a round of applause? You might be wondering why. The reason being is giving first speech is not easy. That's the toughest part. It took me 1 year to give my icebreaker speech. That time, the VP education was Toastmaster Radhakrishnan. Whenever he allocates me a role to speak, either I don't come for that meeting session, I said something is there, or trying to give excuses. Congratulations for starting your first speech at King's Toastmasters. She'll be talking, she has taken the path presentation mastery, level 1, speech 1, with the topic of glimpse into my life. As per TMI guidelines, she is expected to introduce herself to the club. And in her speech, I'll be looking for eye contact, gestures, comfort level, clarity, and other guidelines as given by TMI. I'll give my report when the general evaluation is called to me. Best wishes for your icebreaker speech. Over to you, Master.
Thank you. Please give him a huge round of applause. So the first speaker, don't worry, it's very simple. Very easy it is. Yeah. So with a big round of applause, let's invite the first icebreaker. And this Toastmaster is a dance teacher working for Indian. Yeah. Okay. I just filled out certificates. Let's hear from her. Glimpses into my life. With a big round of applause, Toastmaster Harsha Bhave.
Good evening, everyone. Today we have a good news for we landed successfully in on the moon, and good news for me also, because first time I'm giving speech in front of you, so many people. Okay, sorry, because this is very first time for me, so I cannot speak properly, but I will try my best. Okay. Glimpse into my world, that is my topic. And my name is Harsha Dave. I am from Gujarat, and right now I'm working in SWK, sorry, Vadi Kabir School as a dance teacher. My husband working in Muscat Pharmacy. He's in admin department. I am from Gujarat, in small city, Amreli, and I have a 2 child. One is in 12th standard and one is in 9th standard. Actually, I'm so scared to speak because whenever I was in a small, that time I was very shy, and from my family and my good friend, they support me to came out from this situation. Then I met so many people, and now I got little bit these things, so I can speak little bit openly with everyone. I have done my education in Gujarat in Gujarati medium. I am graduate in economics, and my family, my mummy, papa, and my brother and my small sister. I got my married in 2003, and in 2005 I came in Oman. After that, I got job in Indian Embassy, and then I left that job, and then I got in a Vadi Kabir School. I'm not Loquacious, and I'm joined KTM for grow to my communication problem, because I cannot speak properly. So I want to be proper in communication. I want to be as a team leader and I want to grow. So I need support from you and you people will, I hope you people will support me. I got my moral support from my best friend. Her name is Sumi. She is very supportive and she gave me lots of, I don't know what to say, but I spent time with her and I got, now I'm talkative, little bit. So I'm grateful to she is with me. I cannot speak much, but in conclude, thank you, all of you, and support me in future. Thank you.
Please look at the standing ovation, please. So Toastmaster Harsha Bave, she was speaking for the first time in a forum like Toastmasters, and she did a good job. Please give her a big round of applause. Now moving to the next speaker. The next speaker is Toastmaster Rajesh. To evaluate Toastmaster Rajesh Ramchandran's speech, we have an experienced Toastmaster who worked with Finance Department, Diwan of Royal Court. It's none other than Toastmaster DTM Zaki Hemanth Tasfai. DTM Zaki.
He was there, maybe some technical issue.
Okay, since Toastmaster DTM Zaki is not around, let's move to the speech itself. So, hello, DTM Zaki. DTM Zaki.
Yes,
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, can
Sorry,
we see
I'm
you?
out of-
No, no
Yes,
issues, no
definitely.
issues. Yeah, hi, we can see you.
I'm sorry for that.
Okay, you can go ahead with the speech
Okay.
objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, today I am an evaluator of Toastmaster Rajesh's speech, which is from Pathways, Team Collaboration, Level 1, Project 2. Speech title, What Type of Person Are You? Time 5 to 7 minutes. The purpose of this speech is for the speaker to deliver a speech and to get feedback on any topic he selects. And again, he has to submit such a speech with taking into consideration the observations shown by his previous evaluator. Toastmaster Rajesh is supposed to bring today an organized and well-structured speech and to take also into consideration the skills he learned during his journey of Toastmasters, mainly the body language, eye contact, and all these things to enhance his speech. I'm sure Toastmaster Rajesh is going to deliver a great speech to us. And at the end, everyone will know what type Toastmaster Rajesh is. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
You, Toastmaster Zaki, please give a big round of applause. And let's hear from the second speaker with a huge round of applause, Toastmaster Rajesh Ramachandran.
Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. From Aristotle. Good evening, Toastmasters of the day, fellow members, and distinguished guests. Do you know your type of personality? What kind of personality you are? Today, I would like to speak about a tool called Enneagram. Enneagram is a tool which is used to understand the type of personality you are or the people around us. Understanding that personality will help us to know why the people behave the way they do. The tool Enneagram is the name Enneagram is derived from a Greek name. Okay, it's called Ennea means Ennea means something written. Sorry. Okay.
Discover food here.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. So I'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Enneagram is actually from a Greek word. Okay, and the tool which was used long ago, even 4,000 years old, which was practiced by ancient people, and the modern Enneagram tool is the father of modern Enneagram tool is Oscar Picasso. Actually, he spent his 30 years in Afghanistan to learn this tool from Sufi masters. So this tool actually, the graph, the tool which is having a graph, the type of personalities, and also it contains the type and also arrows and wings. So there are different type of personalities. As per Enneagram, there are 9 types. Okay, and these 9 types are categorized. Actually, the personalities are divided into 9 types, and as per Enneagram, each and every personalities are there in everyone. But based on the dominant personality, it is divided. Okay, so we will discuss about the type of personalities which is described in Enneagram. So the first type is perfectionist. So we can see these type of personalities around us. They wanted to do everything in perfect manner, and if something goes wrong, if it's not perfect, they get upset very fast. So I remember about my father. He used to shout in case if it's not happening properly. And they are very good managers. So because everything should be in ordered way. And same time, they get upset if it is not doing improper. Okay. And second type is they are helpers. They're known as helpers. Helpers, they are very honest and they support everybody like around us. And we can see if you go for any function, we can see this kind of people. They are there from the beginning to ending to support whatever there. But the dark side of this personality is if in return, if they are not getting anything or thanks, they may get upset. The next is achievers. This personality goes for any, they do their best for achieving things. And we can see all the successful persons, business people, they are achievers. They are coming under this. And the dark side of this is this achievers is if things goes if wrong and they will become down or such a kind of like fraud kind of activity because they wanted to get the money. So as per Enneagram, the next type is individualist. The individualist, they are isolated always. Mostly they are very creative and they can achieve, they can mostly we can say the artists are coming under individualist because they have very creative, they develop sometimes they get sadness because from the sadness they also create novels, poems and all. Those are called individualist. And next type of personality is investigators. They are very good in detecting things and researching. They are very intelligent. So those are like we can say scientists and all coming under that. Investigators. And other type, the sixth type is called loyalist. Loyalist, actually, they are very loyal and they, what we can see in some organization, there are people, they work for 20, 30 years. They stick to that company for a long time. And because they feel comfort, they don't take much challenges. And the back side of that is if they are not comfort always. So in case if something wanted to take decision, they think lot. So that is loyalist. Next is like we can say enthusiastics. So that is type 7 enthusiastics. They are very energetic and they are exuberant. They wanted to take their bag and go for any vacations or enjoy to the core. Normally, we can see the people, they think that like this is only one life, we have to enjoy maximum. Those categories, as per Enneagram, it is coming under 7th category, that is enthusiastic. And next one is the challengers. The challengers, they are there for everything like action. Normally, we can say boss characters, and the people who are around them, they will take care, and actually they support them, and also we can say the politicians. Normally, the politician characters. So mostly they have this 7th type, that is challengers, and 8th one. Sorry, the 8th type, and 9th is actually they are like givers, or we can say peacemakers. Okay, they are peacemakers, like they always wanted to be away from the issues and all. They're that those characters, but they are very good for like always good for the world. They do social work and all. So why all these types of Enneagram, 9 types of Enneagrams helps. So this is actually a beginning. Understanding these 9 types of Enneagram is a beginning for our personality learning. Actually, this help us to make us better. How if suppose this Enneagram also is 1 to 9. They have the neighbors, like it is left and right wings. So the wings personality, if they adopt, they will become the best because they can achieve better. And also understanding this our type, Enneagram type, and the wings. And if we follow that, and we can understand our positiveness or strength, and also at the same time the weakness. Okay, so the weakness we can improve, work on that in weakness, and we can develop ourselves and to become better personality. Okay, so this is the advantage of Enneagram. So all the best for all to understand this Enneagram and learn and develop our personality better. Thank you. Over to you.
That was the second speaker. Please give him a big round of applause. So now goes for the voting for the best speaker. Timekeeper.
Toastmaster Harsha Dava, record and 4 minutes. He finished the 3 minutes before. 3. Toastmaster Rajesh gone up 10 minutes, 25 minutes instead of 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay, President, Acting President. Voting for the best speaker. The first speaker is Toastmaster Harsha Dhave, and second speaker Toastmaster Rajesh Ramachandran. Please vote for the best speaker. Now we break for snacks, and the snack sponsor is Toastmaster Anand Velusamy. You are. Let them come. Over to you. All the best.
Good evening to everyone. Good evening, all. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guest. Today, I am taking a role as a table topic master. I welcome you all to the most exciting part of today's session, the table topics. I would like to tell you what is the purpose of table topics. See, table topics helps you to organize your thoughts, and it will help you to improve your organizational and business communication instantly. It helps you in a job interview or in a business negotiations. So with this, I would like to call my first table topic speaker, Toastmaster Mrinal. Please applause. Give her a big round of applause. And Mr. Toastmaster Mrinal, your topic is space exploration needed for mankind, right or wrong?
Thank you, Table Topics Master, for such a relevant and interesting topic. Is space exploration needed in today's times? So, first of all, congratulations to all of us for having a rover up there on the moon. So, big round of applause to our ISRO team and all the scientists in our country. It has been such a proud moment for all of us, hasn't it? And today, as I was coming to this session, I looked up at the sky, I looked at the moon, and I felt my country is over there. And that feeling which we got was only possible because of our endeavors in space exploration. So it's not just about pushing the boundaries of what mankind can do in terms of technology, in terms of research, which is absolutely crucial for us in moving forward as a species, but in also bringing us together as people who are united by something as deep as the quest to explore something as vast as space. So is space exploration important in today's times? I would say absolutely yes. And not just exploring the vast space that is outside, but also exploring the space that is inside all of us. Because that is what I feel will not only help us know ourselves as individuals, as human beings, but also help us connect on a deeper level, as well as go forward, go into infinity, and push ourselves as a species. So, thank you for this topic once again, and thank you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mrina. Our next speaker is, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Asha Mohan. Please give her a round of applause. Your topic is the purpose of our life is to be happy. Your views on it.
Good evening, table topic master, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good evening. I totally agree with the line that was quoted for me. The purpose of life is to be happy. Because if you are happy and if you are contented, I think you spread happiness. Imagine yourself in a situation where you have people around you, people relying on you, people depending on you, people who count on you, and they get the feeling that I think I've chosen the wrong person in my life because she's not happy with anything. Everything, every moment, she tries to find fault and decides to be unhappy. With that kind of mindset, how are people going to be close to you? That's number one. And second, the more you are happy, they say that people around you are happy. That's how you spread happiness. So what more do we need in this life than keeping ourselves and others happy? What is the need of grumbling and finding faults and keeping us unhappy and spreading that unhappiness to this world, especially with the current situation as we are moving more and more into technology and soft skills? I think this soft skill, if adopted by everyone, that let's be happy and let's bring a smile at least in one person's face today, and let that person remember that it's because of this man or this woman that day in my life is going to be the most memorable one. So I think happiness, according to me, is contagious. You are happy, the people around you are happy. The people around you are happy, the society is happy. The society is happy, your country is happy. The country is happy, the globe is happy. I think we might just think that it's what difference does it make if I'm happy? It does make a difference. So be happy and spread happiness. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Asha Mohan. Now, for the next speech, I would like to invite Toastmaster Anand. Please give him a round of applause. See, your topic is no one can motivate you until you motivate yourself. Self motivation is the foundation key to all success. Your views.
Thank you. Good evening, young Toastmasters, fellow members, and my dear guests. The topic which has given to me is very lengthy, but it is apt. It is regarding the motivation. Don't think that I am so loquacious, loquacious today, because it's a table topic. Speech is only 2 minutes, but the motivation is self-motivation is always important. If you are motivating yourself or yourself, you will be motivated by others. Like if you are motivated today, your wife will be motivated. If your wife is motivated, your children is motivated. Your children is motivated, whole family is motivated. And your family is motivated, whole society is motivated. And because that is the way this actually everything is happens. So what I think is that self-motivation is very important to everyone. Don't think that for example, if you're today, if you are frustrated with something, don't be set back like okay, today is a bad day, so I cannot do anything. You have to train yourself to motivate yourself so that everything will be all right. I think the topic is justified through my words. Back to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. So, for the next speech, can I call Toastmaster Chandramouli? Okay. Toastmaster Chandramouli, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am there.
Yeah.
I'm here.
See, your topic is wrong is wrong, even everyone doing it. Right is right, even no one doing it.
That's it.
Wrong is wrong. Wrong is wrong, even everyone doing it. Right is right, even no one doing it.
Yes, fellow Loquacious double topic master, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. Yes, this quote already our Toastmaster of the day well explained with these few wisdom words. So, and how he has narrated with his experience in his office, in the business meetings, how he took the decision. So, the right is wrong, the right is right, everyone doing it, wrong is wrong, everyone is doing it, right? Yeah. So, this basically, this is what the people at times, what we think right, we do it. Sometimes, see, always we have to seek some help. At times we may be right. Suppose if you take the feedback and do the homework and take a decision, that will be much better. Otherwise, sometimes we take impulsive decisions which can go wrong in both ways. One has to introspect or take the help of others, experienced partners. If you do that, so then you will be able to take whether it is a right or wrong, you will be able to determine, and the decision will be most perfect and desired one. This is what we want, ultimate result, right? So I always, whenever I want to take a decision, I think over on it. I take somebody's this thing, I just share with them. If it is a very important decision, I take this thing. Then you can go with it. You can consolidate all your input. Then do that. And when it comes to the, when you take a wrong decision, of course, you don't have to do that. You already taken a decision. But even in both cases, one has to be in a right way, take the help and then take the decision. This is what I believe in that. Over to you, double topic master. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandramouli. Now, our last speaker, I would like to invite Toastmaster Anil Kumar. Please give him a round of applause. Yes, please. Huh? Yes. Okay. Which quotes or proverbs or statements burning inside you or inspired you the most and why? Like this.
And my data. What inspired me and for? A quote it comes to my mind for things that got from Bhaskaran one day. Governments change or read the change to start from you. I believe that strongly because you just can't change anything unless that change is initiated by you and you change the spirit. We want everybody to be happy, everybody to be good. You can't wish that, but this is very good. It doesn't work unless you are good to the people. It applies to all societies, all aspects of life. Be good with people, the people will be good. Be good things to the people, they will do the same thing. So, if you want to make a change in your organization, your family life, so the change should start from yourself. You change yourself, maybe the problem is you. And that's why the things are not happening. So you instigate change in yourself, then the reflection comes from the other people, so that they follow you and they try to make the change happen. We try in organizations changes, but many of the things doesn't work well. It's because the people who try the changes may not be the one who really wanted to do the change. They want others to do everything for the organization, but ultimately the person who tries the change is not willing to follow the path or willing to lead from front. So one of the most important acts in my life I've done, if I want to do something, I love one person to start the thing and ensure that I am doing it so that everybody can do it.
Thank you. Toastmasters, please give a big round of applause to all the speakers. With this, I am handing over the podium to
Voting for the best.
voting. Oh. Yeah.
Toastmaster Mrinal 2 minutes 4 seconds. Toastmaster after 1 minute 2 minutes 15 seconds. Toastmaster 1 minute 15 seconds. Toastmaster Chandramouli 2 minutes 12 seconds. Toastmaster Anil 1 minute. All are in.
Voting, please.
Okay.
Okay. I will read. Okay, over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Huh?
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. Please give him a big round of applause. Let's move to the next role player. And before I hand over, ladies and gentlemen, these are the stories which I narrated. I'm very glad that all of you who spoke today in this particular podium had some kind of truthfulness inside you. Everyone who spoke said that they will stand what is right. That's a very good statement because I've seen my own sales team starting taking off 10 reals initially, and people have ended up taking 20,000, 22,000, and some are inside prison right now. So it all starts with small way of stealing things, and you feel it's all right. It's not all right. When you see something else which is not right, you have to say it's not right. That is where you do justice to yourself, to the society, to the community, to your company, your organization, your family. So with this, I hand over the baton to the general evaluator. Please welcome Toastmaster Nayanan Thomas.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. We move on to the evaluation session. And we start with the speech evaluation. For the evaluation of the first speech by Madam Toastmaster Asha Deve, please welcome Toastmaster Karthik Subramaniam.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Before I give my evaluation, can we have one more round of applause for the speech? Thank you. A glimpse into my life. Yes, she has done justice to what is expected in her speech. I like the way she started before going into her personal, talking about what's happening, what's the current trend about Chandrayaan. So that's sort of setting it stage where even though she is nervous, she doesn't want to go straight with the road. An icebreaker is required as for her speech. Any conversation, anything before you start, it's better to start with the beginning. That's a good way of starting it. She is supposed to introduce herself. She covered everything with her family, education, Oman visit, the purpose. And I'm glad that you used word of the day in your first icebreaker. That not many people use it. Not many people have the courage and the guts to use it. Let me accept it at that point of time. This is something which you have done really well. It's not something which you really need to feel bad or feel worried that you studied in Gujarati medium. I studied till grade 10 in Tamil medium. English was the only subject I wrote in English. The rest all is in Tamil. So I can virtualize in terms of what amount of struggle you would have gone through when you move up the ladder in your career. You also confirmed, give a view about your work history and your friends' moral support, everything you have covered. If you're not nervous, there's something wrong in your first speech. I'm perfectly okay you being nervous in that. There are only two things, if you ask me, in a speech, whether you feel that have you given justice, have you won or you lost? There is no win, there is no loss. Either you win or you learn. So that's the way it should be when you give your speech evaluation. One particular thing which I liked in you is asking for support is the first step that shows your confidence, courage, and more important, the intention to improve your communication skills and prove yourself. That shows the attitude which you want to showcase. Yes, you know what is it lacking in you and you want to improve it, you're asking for the support. So that shows that your intention is that. You have covered all the points which is required. Any speech, always there is room for improvement. I think your mentor has helped in giving you confidence to give the speech. The only thing I know who is a mentor is you're always looking at her and talking. Well, there are few grammatical errors that will get corrected over a period of speech when you give. And one point which I want to make it is practice so that you talk. I mean, this is your first speech. You can practice before so that you talk without the use of book. Apart from that, have you broken the ice? If you ask me, yes. Whatever is required as per TMI guideline for an icebreaker speech, you have done justice. My best wishes for your long-standing career at Toastmaster and with Kunji Toastmasters. And trust me, the entire team is here to support you and to guide you. Over to you, General Event.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik, for that valuable evaluation. Now to evaluate the second speaker, Toastmaster Rajesh Ramachandran. Please welcome DTM Zaki Hanna.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. It is a privilege to evaluate Toastmaster Rajesh's speech tonight. At the beginning, I would like to congratulate to him giving such a great speech. The opening of the speech was very good. The body was well structured and organized and informative and learning to all of us in order to know where we are among these personalities. And the conclusion was a great message for every one of us to take after the meeting. For every speech, there is areas of improvement for the future speeches. I would like to point out 3 things for Toastmaster Rajesh to take into consideration. Number 1, the speech depends on a powerful opening. And I think you need to give more energy to your opening in your future speeches. And number 2, the body, although it was well organized and well structured, but I think it could have been better if you select less types of personalities, because you choose 9 types of personalities, and this makes you run to cover all the 9. It's better in the future, such type of speeches, to select few types and people will understand it better than having 9 with a rush. And at the same time, you showed that the speech was not well practiced. You used to go back to your papers, and this is try to avoid it in your future speeches. And the last point is the conclusion. Always the conclusion and opening are important. So now you concentrate on the body all the time, and you left the opening and the conclusion. You did not give them that attention, which will help the audience to understand better and to take a message with them. I feel you have done your best, and most of us today learn where our personalities fall. I love also if you choose certain famous characters and link them to 1 or 2 of your types of personalities, that could have been very good for the speech. After all, it was a good speech, good opening, well organized and structures body, and good conclusion. Over to you, Toastmaster General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Zaki Hanna. Now we have Word Master and Grammarian's Report. Please welcome DTM Navanitha Krishnan.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, the word of the day was loquacious. And totally we used 6 times the word of the day. Our guest, the final guest who introduced himself, he used the word of the day. A speaker, Harsha Bhavi, she used twice, once as loquacious and another one time as talkative, a synonym to the word of the day. And our table topic speaker also used loquacious twice, Toastmaster Anand. And overall, the session went on well with respect to the grammatical error. There were few grammatical errors, being an icebreaker speech. There's no big deal in it. And I like the quote said by Rajesh, knowing yourself is the beginning of all research. And all the table topics were amazing because the topics, they themselves, it's a good quote and a message. And some of the questions asked by our Toastmaster today was amazing. And Sergeant at Arms, when he said about today we have one table icebreaker speeches. So when it is one, it's icebreaker speech. When it is more than one, it's speeches. And not more than 3 minutes for evaluation. It should not be. It's not that we have to add proper words to fill. That's it. And thanks a lot. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Navanitha Krishnan. Let's hear the report from our accountant today, Toastmaster Santosh Karakal.
So today, Toastmaster, can I ask who has not used these overused words? Yes. That those who are not being part as those are the people who have not used it, but everybody has been, using all these crutches. TMOD, so 2 times, and our general evaluator, and 2 times. Suresh also, and 1 times, 2 times, and our acting president Gaurav, and 2 times. So two times, and Navanitha Krishnan today he used and 4 times, 2 times, and today's guest Sumesh, so 1 times, and 1 times, Dhoni and 1 times, and Dawal Popat he used that and 1 times. Today's evaluator to Mrs. Dave, Karthik Subramaniam, he used for 2 times, and Dave, yeah, she's a new speaker. There are a lot of crutches used, so I don't know. Yeah, and so today's evaluator to Toastmaster Ramachandran, today's speaker, he used and 4 times, 1 time, so 1 times. So Rajesh, Toastmaster Rajesh, there are a lot of crutches used in the those are the number, a lot of big number, so I don't want to tell that. But yeah, today's table topic master Anand, he used 7 times, so 1 time, I 1 time. Today's Toastmaster Rinal used so 1 time, 2 times, and repeated words 2-3 times. And yeah, Toastmaster Ashamon used so 2 times, and Toastmaster Anand 2 times, and 1 time, and Toastmaster Chandramoli used so 3 times, 3 times, and 2 times. Toastmaster Anil Kumar So 3 times, Ha 1 time, and 2 times. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sandhu.
You can't vote.
Let's hear how we are faring in our time. Please welcome Toastmaster Suresh Kalia Perumal.
Go first. Is it time? Good evening.
We started meeting by 7:31, delay by 1 minute instead of 7:30. Who's that? Oh, he already. And total prepared speech and isolated speech, total 13 minutes, but we took it 14 minutes, 25 minutes. So we are very late by 1 minute, 25 minutes. Table topic, 12 minutes, we complete within a minute. And snack time 12 minutes, we completed within a time. Until now, the time should be 9, 8, we need to complete. I think 9, 10. In 2 minutes already run.
Oh, that's good. Now don't
Thank
worry,
you.
Kamal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalia.
Yeah. No. Don't be happy.
Now we move on to the report by General Evaluator. I hope I'm adequately audible. Am I
Give
audible?
him this.
Yes, audible. Yeah.
Audible?
Yes.
No, hold on, Rajesh. Give this to him.
Give what to me?
Thumbs up, thumbs up.
Can I continue?
Yes,
Okay. This is the report by the General Evaluator of the day. To start with, I'm not confirming it, but I heard the Surgeon at Arms start the meeting by saying that I am the Toastmaster of the day today. I don't know whether anybody has noticed it. And then the meeting proceeded with the presentation by the acting president. He said about the beginner's mindset, about the Zen master, told to empty your cup before gaining anything. Unless you empty your preconceived ideas, you don't gain anything. That is the notion what he has presented. But overall, in the presentation, there was lack of fluency, or in other words, there was a verbal constipation. And I would advise that every presentation to be practiced before it is done here, so that it will be more eloquent and with fluency. Then he introduced the Toastmaster of the day. In my opinion, I wish some more things were said about the Toastmaster of the day, which would stand as a better introduction of a role player, which is required in the Toastmasters meeting. Having said that, even Toastmaster of the day also went on without, or I would say that the introduction he has given to the role players is inadequate. TTM Hemanth Bhaskaran, the Toastmaster of the day, started with a stand against corruption, and he introduced the role players with questions to test how they decide right and wrong. And I would have appreciated more if he has also narrated that how one should decide on a right and wrong, because each perspective is different for each person. And in the business, though he has pointed out, there are occasions where as a corporate or as a business institution has to bend down or compromise on a sort of gifts, which you may call it as corruption, or I can call it as a ethical corruption. So we should have a little more clarified how do you decide on a right and wrong. Now, let's move on to the speech by the two speakers. Madam Harsha Dave. It's a very well presented speech when you consider it is the first time. And only what is evident is it is not practiced. You have made the script very well, but if you have practiced it few occasions or few times before presenting it, it would have been more fluent and maybe loquacious. Anyway, as the evaluator said, it is an appreciable presentation. So take it as Vandani. The second speech by Toastmaster Rajesh Ramachandran. I don't know whether the evaluator has pointed out specifically, but I would say it was again, the lack of practice was evident. The script was made, but offshoot the time, and there was a reference to the notes, which tumbling in or means in the words, which obviously shows out that the speech was not practiced adequately. We've gone to the evaluation. The evaluation by Toastmaster Karthik was very encouraging, motivational, and I would say that should be the way icebreaker, the first speaker should be encouraged in the speech. The second speech by DTM Hana at Zaki Hana, yes, very well analyzed and pointed out what things are lacking, and he came out with 3 things where that is to be improved. Now we move on to the table topics. It was by Toastmaster Anand Varusamy. The topics were: is space exploration needed? The purpose of our life is to be happy. May I correct it? That the purpose of our life is to make others happy, so that all will be happy. If an individual is egoistic and does his own things, he will be happy, but others will not be. No one can motivate you until you motivate yourself. Very good. Wrong is wrong if everyone does it. Even if everybody is doing it, and right is right if no one is doing it. All the topics were, I would say, excellent, thought-provoking, and the speakers have presented a thoughtful presentation. I would say that as per their own perspective. Now, while on this, though I am not part of it, I would encourage all present, because the snacks were sponsored by the table topic master, and I presume that has brought a smile when you returned. So please give a big round of applause to the table topic master if you enjoyed it.
Thank you, General Moderator. Please give
Thank you.
him a full round of
Word master and grammarian. Can I continue, or Toastmaster, that I want to take over?
You can continue. I thought it got over. Please continue.
Oh, I've got some more to say. The word master and grammarian, as very attentive and introduce the words. My only comment about it is, in the agenda, the Toastmaster of the day wrote right versus wrong, and he has wrongly spelled the word of the day. He added a L-O-U. I don't know why Louis is added to that. Anyway, the accounter very attentive and meticulously pointed out all the R's. Timekeeper well monitored and pointed out where we lack. That's an excellent role play what he has done. Now, in general, I would say the meeting was well conducted by the Toastmaster of the day. Let's give a big round of applause to you. And all I would say is 2-3 things overall. Every role player, I would encourage you to make a script of what you have to do here, practice it, and then come. And when I say that, that is required because that is the opportunity where you can add the word of the day. And I don't find any reason why every role player cannot add the word of the day when they present their roles. And before I conclude, there is only one thing I want to say. We have the recording of the speeches or the total session. Please listen to it. You will get a lot where you individually can evaluate and correct. That's all over to you. And my special appreciation for this meeting, the people who are joined, the VIPs, after a long time, the missing links was joined today and enriched the meeting. And that's a good start. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please give him a big round of applause. And let me invite the acting president on stage. Before that,
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So, announcement for before announcing the next next week's speech. So next week role players. So I would like to check with you. How was the session today? Wonderful. So all this credit goes to Toastmaster of the day and his role players. Okay. So one thing I just wanted to say, there are a lot of takeaway. So one, which in my speech I said enneagram. Enneagram, the meaning, ennea is the Greek word 9, and gramma means something written or drawn. So you have a picture, and there are a lot of questionnaires available in the website. we can use that to understand personalities and practice, and we can use the wings, other things, and and this is a common tool used by psychologists all over the world, and which can be used for our if you want to recruit someone for yourself or organization, this is the best tool. Okay. Enneagram. Eneagra. Enneagram. So actually there is something called a picture here, which will explain all these 9 types. And as our theme says, there is no right or wrong personalities. All these 9 personalities are having their own way. Is good, and all, they are good actually. Individually, they are good. So only thing is, if he can develop the wings, the other wings, the wing means suppose if it is 2 personality, wing is 1 and 3. So if we can develop that in our characters, the qualities which we can make us more better, we can shine well. So, and we can also find out the weakness, and that will help us to correct it. Okay, that's what my message. And for the next role players, actually there are 2 speakers confirmed: Toastmaster Brinal and Toastmaster Hemanth are the speakers. And next VP will be announcing 4-week schedule. We'll be announcing in our group, WhatsApp group. That's it. Over to you, President, for questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajesh. Now I'll straight away move to the awards, and then I'll have a few announcements. First, we start with the enthusiasm certificates. Our guest Sumesh. Would you like to say anything? Hemanth.
Yes.
Next, we have Dhaval, our guest Dhaval. And we have Mr. Dhonu. For all the guests, we have the membership application ready now, and we can connect to Toastmaster Rajesh. Next we have award for the Toastmaster of the Day, who made the session really interesting with a wonderful theme and on a special session 777. We have time today. Toastmaster Hamsa, Toastmaster Medha. Please,
एक आदमी बेच ले जाओ लड़का नहीं करना और प्लीज
Best evaluator, Loquacious, Toastmaster Carpet. We have best speaker for the day, Toastmaster Harsha. Concerned role player. They have the problem for the first time. So, Toastmaster Santosh. I have three announcements to be made today. First is we have established Center for Excellence for Public Speaking at Toastmasters, and we have requested our members to give their expression of interest. So members are all requested to give their interest to be better public speakers. So deadline they still have. Further, we have the Toastmaster of the Year. So the plan is to have the Toastmaster of the Year award at the end of the session. So we are all the role players and winners are being evaluated by Toastmaster Krishna, and we will have the Toastmaster of the Year award. So please make sure that we keep attending the sessions and make it much more much more engaging.
Where is Toastmaster?
Toastmaster Krishna is not. He's monitoring. And the third announcement is we have the Moment of Truth scheduled on 6th of September at Kimchi Toastmasters. So that was the third. And we need the maximum participation. Also, I just want to say that this was a 777 session, and I'm very happy to see the number of senior Toastmasters that those have attended this session today. Maybe I would like to request our long-standing Toastmaster Nanda Kumar to just say a few words about Kimchi Toastmasters.
Missing links.
When I first joined Toastmasters, he was a mentor in 2013.
Acting President, Toastmaster Gaurav, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'm happy to attend this session after a long time, and it is 777. Right, I can remember the days I joined. That was in 2007, and now the Kimchi Toastmasters developed very well. It is one of the most senior club in Oman. Thanks to all members, old or new, and maybe a big round of applause. The mentors of this club always support. Today I could see the icebreaker speech and how she has developed. And the evaluator, Toastmaster Karthik, cool and calm, very well evaluated. That's a style I like. Give both of them a big round of applause. I can remember along years, DTM Praveen Panikar, and I'm happy that he is the Division Director of Division G, Gildi Toastmasters. So this year, as Toastmaster of the Day and Toastmaster Gaurav said, we should lead the team and select the best Toastmaster of the year and all. I wish the Kimchi Toastmasters once again be the best club in Oman or the district. Over to you.
I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Toastmaster Anand Velusamy. We have really followed up for him for many months to be a role player for Kimchi Toastmasters, and today he really accepted. Thank you so much. And many thanks to DTM Namrita, Toastmaster Nayanand sir, being part of the Kimchi for this session online. Thank you so much. With this, we can have a photograph and then we adjourn the session.
That's it. Wait. Not unless. Unless you have nothing to do with that. No, everything happening. Why is that? Wow. That's not it. You have got to catch British tongue. Yeah, it needs to be. It's good. There are a lot of things.
Yes.
Just bring them. Why we are posing a word of Manthri? I mentioned if you were not here. Manthri job from to push me to leadership. When I got push for or want change, everybody will raise their hand. But if you ask them, how many of you want to change? Nobody will raise their hand. Somebody should have given a topic. Now he's finishing his debate topic. People should know who Nandakumar is. Yeah, all right. Yeah, yeah, fine. There is no wrong. After Abdullah. All wrong. No, there is right and then left. Okay, leave the trophies. Don't take it off. Certificate. So did I give a name? Mike. Right and rock. TMOD.